Hi, second graders. So it's Miss Santos here, and in front of you, I have our math review that we should have done on Monday, August 17th, okay? So if you haven't done that yet, pause this video and go and do it because you have math reviews every single day, okay? So it is very important that we do them every single day because when we come back to school, you're going to be doing math review every day, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. And again, you're only watching this video if you have completed it, okay? Like this, okay? If you need to. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and draw them because I know that home you're probably drawing them too, right? So I'm going to draw 9 little ones. So this is what you'll be doing on Seesaw, right? You're probably drawing your ones, or you're probably doing it in your head, or you already know the answer, or you're using your fingers, whatever helps you, okay? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm gonna do another 4. Okay, so then I have 9 here, right? So I need to take away 4 because I'm subtracting. And remember, when you're subtracting, you guys, you need to take away. So I'm going to cross 4 out. So I have 1, 2, 3, and then 4, right? Because I'm subtracting 4 and I have 9 here. So now that I took away 4, how many do I have left? Count with me, okay? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So my answer is, that's right, 5. Okay, so if you got that right, we're gonna go ahead and put, and then if you showed your work, you're gonna get a star. So you guys don't have to do stars right now, of course, because your work is on Seesaw, so that's okay. I just want you to make sure you're reviewing your work, okay? So then again, I'm gonna give myself a star here because I got the answer right. And if you didn't get the answer right, that's okay. Just look back and see what you did and what you could have done differently, okay? So let's go to number 2. So I know that I'm working with, remember we talked about this, our base 10 blocks, right? So we talked about how much each one is worth. So remember this little guy? This is the same thing on here, okay? That's the exact same thing, okay? So we know that each one of these is worth 10, okay? So every time you see a single one like this, it's always going to be 10. And the ones, of course, you're going to have to count because they're each worth 1. But every time you see one of these guys, it's always worth 10. The value is 10. So I have 10 here, so I know that's the first one is worth 10, right? So I'm going to put 10, and then I know that the second one is also 10, right? So 10 plus 10 is, that's right, 20. And then I have another one. So I honestly could just count by 10s, right? Because I know that each one of these guys is worth 10. So let's go ahead and count by 10. Remember, we've count by 10s before, right? So I have 10, 20, and then 30. So I don't even have to count each one little by little because I know that each one of these guys is worth 10. So then I have 40, then I have 50, then I have 60, and then I have 70. Okay, but I can't forget about my little guys right here, right? Can't ever forget about them. They're just as important. So I know that each one is worth 1, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so I know that this alone makes 10. So, okay, I need to add 7 because I stopped at 70, right? 70 plus 10 is what? That's right. So I have 10 here, so it's 80, right? Then I have this one guy right here, so I have 80 plus 1. What is that? You're right, it's 81. And remember, we talked about standard form, right? What is standard form? Let me remind us all if you forgot what standard form is. I placed this little anchor chart on Seesaw for us to see, okay? It tells us and it helps us. So we'll be working with this. Look, we're talking about place values, okay? So we just saw this here. So we're looking to find the standard form and we found it. So let's go back here. So our standard form, can you guess what it is? We already have it on the paper. What is it? That's right, it's 81. So that's our answer. So give yourself in your head a red star, okay? And you know what, you guys, if you want to go back and edit your work, you're more than welcome to, so you can practice. You can put a red star if you want to, just so you can practice. So I'm doing it like this because I know not all of us know how to make stars, and that's okay. Sometimes my stars are a little cricket. So if you know how to make a star, go ahead and make a star. If you want to put a check mark like this, you're more than welcome to put a check mark too, okay? But don't forget to put a star for showing your work, and then right here for your answer, okay? So now let's move on to money. So I know that a lot of us had I'm not going to say problems, but we did have some difficulties with the money part because, well, it's not in color, right? And it's a lot easier if it's in color. But pay attention to each coin, okay? So a tip that I'm going to tell you is, look, this one right here just gave you its answer. It says dime right here, you guys. So let me see if you can see that. Yeah, better. Okay. So that right there is basically telling you that that's a dime. It's a dime. So I know that that one right there is worth 10 cents. So, okay, I see this guy here. So I know that that one is a dime too, right? Because that's the front of a dime. But I know that this isn't a dime. Who is this president? We talk about him a lot. Let's see. He's tall. The coin is brown. It's the only coin that is made out of copper. And he's really tall. And he wore a big tall hat. And he was our president. You're right. It is Abraham Lincoln. So that's kind of how I remember like my coins. When I was your age, I would think about, okay, wait, so Abraham Lincoln is on the penny, and then the dime, it literally tells me, some dimes will tell you right here, it'll give you that clue, okay? So I know that that is a penny, okay? So if it helps you, I'll give you a tip. You could put 1 cent there because you know that that's 1 cent, and then you know that this is worth 10 cents because that's a dime, right? So I'm gonna put 10 cents. And then I know that this is another dime, so I'm gonna put another 10 cents. And then this is another 10 cents too. So I know 10 plus 10 plus 10 is 30, right? Because again, we're adding the same thing that we did here. When we added 10s by 10. So we kept adding, so 10, 20, 30, and so on. So we're doing the same thing here, you guys. So a 10, 20, and then 30. But we can't forget about this guy right here. So that means I'm going to add 30 plus 1, which is what? You're right, 31. And if it helps you, you could put it right here. And then 0 plus 0 plus 0 is what? 0. But I can't forget about this one, so it's 1. And then I have 1 plus 1 is 3. So it's 31. So I have 31 cents. And don't forget about your symbol, your sign, because is that $31 or cents? You're right, cents. So go ahead and give yourself a star, and go ahead and give yourself a star for labeling it and if you showed your work. Okay, so your reflection. Don't forget that for your reflection, you need to tell me a sentence. You need to tell me what you learned, okay? Or what you want to do differently. So you're reflecting on yourself, right? You're going to go back and think about what you could have done or what you did that you really liked. So for me, I'm going to say, let's see, you could say, so ways I could help you, you could put, I'm proud of myself because let's see. I remembered that this was a penny. Okay, that's what I'm gonna put. Oh, I'm gonna a black pen. I'm gonna put I am, and I noticed that I am proud of myself, that a lot of us decided to record ourselves saying the reflection, and that is fine. I love to hear your voices all the time, but I also want you to try to write it, okay? So you can use that little tool that you have there, your little pencil, to write it, okay? You can type it if you want to type it. And it doesn't have to be perfectly spelled. That's okay. But I need to see your reflection on the paper, okay? Okay. So I'm proud of myself because I knew what a penny was. Okay, just like that. And it doesn't have to be exactly what I said. It's just what you're proud of yourself. You're proud of yourself for whatever reason. You're proud of yourself because you finished your math review. You're proud of yourself because you counted. Or you're proud of yourself because you counted by tens, okay? So don't forget to show your work just like Miss Santos did, okay? All right. So go ahead and review your work to see if you got this correctly. And then if you did, don't forget to put your red stars, okay? All right, and don't forget you have our math review every single day. All right, I'll talk to everyone and I'll see everyone very soon. Bye.